Hey everyone, it's Colin. I just wanted to do a real quick video here just showing some of the video game pickups that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks or so. I got some decent deals on some stuff and just kind of wanted to talk about what I got and where I got it and kind of thoughts on that whole process. As I showed you in a previous video, I picked up another AGS 101. This one I got off of eBay. I think I mentioned I got it for 40 bucks. It did not come with a charger, but I don't really care because I already have a charger. It came with my other AGS 101. And if I haven't said it before, I will say it now. I don't get rid of video games. I'll tell that story in a future video as to why I don't get rid of video games. I used to get rid of the stuff that I didn't like anymore and you know, thought that I would never use, but I don't anymore. So what comes into the house stays in the house, unless I bring it in with the purpose of fixing it and turning around and selling it. Otherwise, if it's just something that I want to goof with or whatever, it comes in and never goes out. So I don't care that this didn't come with a charger because I already have one and I don't need two chargers. Decent condition. I got to clean it up. You know, it's not mint. I don't think there are any mint ones left, really. I don't know why, but people just beat these up. It's really, really tough to find any sort of GBA SP that's not beat up. They're always scratched on the top. The corners always have some wear. You can kind of see the paint is worn away on these corners. For some reason, a lot of them have the serial number worn off. You can just barely faintly tell. I don't know if you can see it. You can just faintly tell that they're, you know, the remnants of the barcode and a couple of the digits of the serial number. This one ends in 9. I don't know why these saw the wear that they did. I guess there's probably some collectors out there that still have these in just absolute perfect shape that never played them. I don't know if these were prone, maybe something with the plastics, that they were prone to scratching and wear more readily than other, you know, Game Boys and stuff. I don't know, it's just weird. I've never found any of these that are not worn out. But anyway, picked up a couple of games. The first one was this guy. Our Racing Evolution for the GameCube. As you can see, I got it from Half Price Books for 5 bucks. This is one of those not that common 2-disc games. Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed that. That's hilarious. I was going to say, this is one of those rare games that comes on 2 discs. There are a few GameCube games where they couldn't fit enough on the one mini DVD, so they had to put it on the other one. I'm seeing nothing that indicates that this is disc 1 of 2. Dude pulled out the discs and stuck them in here, and I wasn't paying too much attention. This bottom disc is Pac-Man Versus. Curious. Okay, well, I got a free game. Sweet! 5 bucks, 2 for 1. All right. Supposedly this is a halfway decent racing game for the GameCube, at least according to the reviews on Amazon. You know, there's a little bit of fan service in there, I guess. It uses like real world vehicles. They're not fake cars, you know, like there's a Subaru up here and there's, I think, a Lamborghini or something. They've got a couple of different modes in this game, which is interesting. There's like a story mode, which, okay. There's a plot to a racing game. What? I don't care. I just want to race. And thankfully there is like an arcade mode and an event challenge mode and time attack. Here you can read it for yourself. Those are the modes, and you can look at the fan service some more, I guess. Seemed like a decent game, and I figured, you know, 5 bucks, and why not? Okay. The other GameCube game that I got was Super Mario Sunshine. I did not pick this up from any place that most of my viewers probably have ever heard of. I got this from a local joint, just a one-off. The place is called Level Up Games. It's over in West St. Paul. South St. Paul, somewhere around there, I don't know. It's just a one-off, but they're cool in that they cater to all the platforms, new and old. They're whatever, they don't care. So they carry some GameCube games. The last time I was in, they didn't have any copies of this whatsoever. And that was maybe 2-3 months ago. I go in and they've got 7 copies sitting on the shelf. I picked this particular one, and this was the only one like it though, because this was the only one they had, at least the only case and artwork they had, that was original retail, meaning it's not the player's choice, so it's not the, you know, wasn't the cheaper one that they reissued later on. And it's also not the bundled edition. Most of the ones that weren't player's choice had a label down here saying not for resale. And that means that it's the bundled edition that came with the console. This was the only one that they had of the 7, and conveniently enough, it was the one where the case and artwork was in the best shape. That was original, not player's choice, and not a bundle edition. It's really nice as the artwork is in really, really good condition, and it came with the original book, and the book isn't all waterlogged or anything either. The book is in good shape. That place also caters to anybody playing card kind of games. They had a Pokemon battle going on. I know they get some MTG stuff going. I'm not into that at all. They do carry some comic books too. They're not a comic book shop, but they carry some of that. They've got a whole back room where they do video game nights and all that. I'll throw a link to their website down in the description for anybody in the Twin Cities, Minnesota metro area that's into retro gaming and you want to check out a place like that. I think they're worth, checking out. I got this guy for $40. Which seems like a lot for a GameCube game, but that's actually what copies of this really are worth. You look on eBay and they're going from anywhere between 30 and 40 bucks. And, to be able to support a local business and actually examine the product before I pay for it, which is the real bummer with eBay, is, the pictures only show so much. I thought it was worth the 40 bucks. I always wanted a copy of this for my GameCube. I never got one back in the day. I don't know why. I'll tell you the GameCube story in another video at some point, I'm sure, but so now I got one. Anyway, the last game that I picked up from that place, so these two came from the same place, obviously, Katamari Damacy. I've played a lot of this game, but this is another one of those games where I played a lot of it, but I never actually owned a copy. I always just played it at a friend's house. This one's in pretty decent shape. I mean, a little bit of wear on the case. It's a little grubby, but not, nothing that can't get cleaned up. This guy was only 15 bucks. So I'm not going to complain there at all. Perfect artwork, the manual is there. And the disc, if I try to remember, it's relatively clean. It's an original PlayStation 2 case because you get the memory card holder clip thing. 15 bucks for an original Katamari. And I'm a big Katamari fan. I've got most, if not all, the games. I can't even remember. I've got it for the PSP, I've got it for the Vita, I've got it for PlayStation 3. I think I'm missing one of the ones for PlayStation 2. Weren't there 2 Katamaris for PS2? I can't remember. Anyway, but I've got at least 4 different Katamari games now. And I have also played it, I didn't buy it, but I have played it on iOS. And that's kind of a hoot too, to play that demo on a touchscreen. It's weird. The other thing that I picked up was actually 2 of these. This is just a nice neoprene sleeve. It's labeled as being for the DS, but the tag on it, and I took the tag off, I probably shouldn't have, just to show you. The tag on it listed that it's also good for the DSi, DSi XL, and 3DS. So if it fits the DSi XL, that means it also fits the 3DS XL. So my green Yoshi, hence why I got the green one, Yoshi 3DS XL fits in here real nicely. I just wanted a simple sleeve. I don't want a big gigantic case that fits all my games or whatever. In fact, the vast majority of games that I play on the 3DS is the Street Pass ones. I'm huge into Warrior's Way right now. I need more troops really badly. For some reason, I'm not getting any of the Nintendo special characters that they push out. Like when Reggie Fils-Aimé pushed his character out, and he was gifting people with like 10,000 soldiers in Warrior's Way. And of course my wife got it, she got that character on Street Pass and it helped her out with Warrior's Way because she's playing it too. But yeah, no love for Colin here. I just wanted a simple case and I bought 2 of these. I found them at Walmart. I hate Walmart. I just got to get that. I hate Walmart. That place just sucks. It's horrible. If you've ever been to the website People of Walmart, that explains why I hate Walmart. I don't go there unless I absolutely have to. GameStop used to carry these cases, and the last time we saw one there, it was like $3. I didn't buy it because I had this green one. This is actually the original one that I got when I got Yoshi. So I paid $8 for this one, this green one on Amazon. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I gifted my wife her own 3DS XL. She was rocking a 2DS before, which is a great console, by the way. I dig the 2DS. I just wish it had a bigger screen. I know people are trash talking about it. Oh, it's a stupid console, whatever. No, it's actually a really comfortable console. In some ways, it's more comfortable to play than the 3DS or 3DS XL because of where the controls are. Anyway, so she wanted the bigger screen, so I gifted her a Mario and Luigi edition of the 3DS XL, and she wanted one of these sleeves too. And we're like, oh crap, we passed up on that one at GameStop, a few weeks prior. We went back, it was gone, they had sold it. $3, anybody would pick it up. I was surfing the web and I found Walmart carried this case. This is called the Power A toggle case. I'll put a link to the Amazon item for it in the description if I can find it. And Walmart supposedly had it at a store about 15 miles away from my house, so not really convenient, but it said supposedly they were in stock. We went there and they had two. They had an orange one and a hot pink one, and we said screw it, we bought them both. They were $6 each, I think. They were on clearance. It took us a while to find them in the store because they were kind of hiding away, but we found them. We're like, screw it, just buy them both, I don't care. So we actually have an extra one of these now, just in case we want to change colors. If I want to put orange, Yoshi in an orange one or whatever. Yeah, I got hooked on these neoprene form-fitting sleeves after I got the official Sony neoprene sleeve for my Vita, my white PS Vita. You can get a kit that came with like this neoprene sleeve and a screen protector, and I think it came with a 4 gig memory card. Not that I'm going to use it because this guy's got a 32 gig in there. But yeah, I just like the form fitting. They take up less space. They're easier to carry around, and all of that. So here's the haul for this time around. I've got some more stuff coming. I'll show you what that is when it shows up, and I'll give you kind of my thoughts on it. But in terms of trying to find deals, they're kind of all over the place. If anyone's aware of any other good chains that I can try to hit up to find the older stuff. I've talked about Half Price Books, and that's kind of a crapshoot because they're not really into games. They've got a very small gaming section. Sometimes they have incredible deals, like when I got my AGS 101 for $35, they just didn't know what they had. They could have easily sold that for $60. And and in this case of Racing Evolution, our Racing Evolution, $5, and they screwed up and gave me a free game as well. That sometimes you get good deals like that, but they're inconsistent. You can go to the independent shops, and maybe that's just where I need to go. But they know what they have, so they're going to charge you more. I mean, $40 for a copy of Super Mario Sunshine. I'm not saying that's a horrible price, but I'd like to pay less if I could. So if anyone has any ideas, places that I can go that are not eBay, because the bummer with eBay is, it's really a crapshoot. Yeah, you can find a good deal, but maybe the quality isn't what you were expecting. Maybe it's in worse condition. Or you have the worry about paying for shipping. Maybe they charge too much for shipping. Anyway, if anybody knows of any major chains, particularly if they have stores in Minnesota, that would help me out quite a bit. If they only have stores in California, that does not help me out at all because I don't go to California all that often. I'm there maybe every year or two. Any ideas, throw them down in the comments. That would, maybe we can get a cool discussion going about where you find your retro or vintage gaming stuff other than eBay. So anyway, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. That does help me out quite a bit. I'm trying to grow the channel, and I'm making some decent headway. I'm getting more subscribers, and that's awesome. And I want to get some comments and discussion going with you guys too, because it's not just you sitting here and listening to me yap. I want you to help fuel this discussion too. Let's talk about this stuff. Tell me about what games you've gotten for this guy lately, or where you find your vintage gaming stuff or anything like that. Also, if you want to see more videos, please hit that subscribe button right down there. I'm trying to do videos about once a week or so. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.